Running a business in Nigeria can be really tiring, it can be exhausting. But guys, I'm gonna tell you some of the things that have helped me run a business in Nigeria. If you want to survive as a business owner in Nigeria, you have to be a wicked person. Hey my loves, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Hello, my name is Jane and you're welcome to my space. January last year, I started running a business, and over time, I will tell you how I've been able to overcome the hurdles of Nigeria when it comes to being an entrepreneur. I do not run a product business, I run a service business. Staff. Your staff is your business. I've had very inconsistent staff. I've had staffs who are always late. I've got staff that never just get it right. I've got staff who have very poor customer service, and how I've been able to manage it. And I want to tell you that, especially if you've lived abroad or like you got most of your work experience or business experience abroad, sometimes it might be very annoying and you might really get very irritated. You have to be very patient with the people you're working with as regards to how they handle things, and gradually train them. Always handle competent people. If you run a business where handling a secondary school graduate or a high school graduate wouldn't do it for you, then don't go into it. If you know a category where you know that you need a master's degree holder to handle that part of the job, or someone who has better experience, don't be in a rush to hire somebody because you just need somebody to fill up that space. You just will never get what you want. Make sure to always set rules and put out contracts for them to follow, because most times when there are no contracts, when there are no rules, they feel like they can do whatever they want to do. They can handle their business, handle your business the way they want, to come to work whenever they feel like. You have to put a time in. So for me, I set a rule. Before 7:30 you need to be at work. So anything after 7:30 is late, and I don't joke with my money reduction. I'm gonna deduct a certain fraction from your salary, and once you do that once or twice, you realize that it's not gonna happen again. It's never gonna happen again, because that person is very cautious, and even if they're running late, they're gonna call in the office to tell you, okay, you know what, I'm running late, please give me 30 minutes, I will be there. There should be a reason. Or people just staying and deciding not to come to work, just being absent when there's a business to run. You put grounded rules to that. With my business, I've put a rule that you can't be absent more than 3 times in a row for the first quarter. You have to give me a reason, and if you're not coming because of a health situation, you have to send me proof of your medical report. You have to also send me, maybe referrals, someone who knows that you were ill on that day, something to prove that you were ill on that day and that's why you couldn't come into work. I also make sure that there's certain people that I don't want you to have contact with my customers, because you guys, people stealing people's customers or staff stealing your customers and starting up their own business in Nigeria is real, okay? It is very real. So I try to bridge that customer staff relationship. You have no right to have their phone numbers, their home address. You have no business with them. I have people who have physical, or should I say have contact with my clients, because I know that they are very reasonable and their job position requires them to talk to the customers. If your job position does not require you to talk to the customers, you have no business discussing with the client, because I don't want that. I don't want the drama, okay? Letting my staffs know where to set the boundaries between themselves, okay? Most times they're always arguments, they're always beefing. I've told them my service, my business, I want a healthy work environment, and if you're not willing to give a healthy work environment, you have no business working with me. No sort of malice. Whatever your issue is, bring your less tably. I don't want you all going physical at each other, fighting with each other. I don't want that in my business, because you can be doing that when there's a client and it would be like, these people are not serious here. Do you get? And that alone can make you lose a customer. My staff coordination, dressing, and all of that. Now, I want best behaved people, and I try to reward my staff most times with certain little things that make them put themselves together, make sure they're behaving right, make sure that they are well dressed, always looking neat. I don't want people to come into my premises and you're trying to talk to them and you're having like bad oral presentation, or like your body, like you're having body odor and all of that. I always preach about hygiene all the time to my staff, because you're like the person that the clients are dealing with. And if you're not neat, if you don't smell neat, if you don't present yourself neat, what make them feel like they can trust you for the job? Okay, because you're offering a service and they feel like hygiene, in fact, not they feel, hygiene is one of the things that are very important in our line of business. From time to time, you need to try to have workshop for your staffs, because sometimes they forget these things, just to reorient them on how to do things, how to speak to customer, how to handle certain things even when customers or clients are angry, how to not be rude. You need to always try to orient them or reorient them on how to handle things, how to take calls, stuff like that. You have to learn, especially if you're a business owner, you have to learn to be a no-nonsense person. Let your staff know that you do not take shit. The moment you do rubbish, you're out. Don't let anybody feel like they're not replaceable. Everyone is replaceable, my dear. Don't let anyone feel like, they are gold, like you can't let them go, your business can't survive without them. If anyone does rubbish, kick the person out, okay? Don't entertain it. I've got a staff who told me he went for mountain prayer, something. I ended up not showing up for 2 weeks, took advanced salary and never showed up. And you know what? If you want to survive as a business owner in Nigeria, you have to be a wicked person. Take me anywhere, okay? You must learn to be wicked and brutal to certain people, because these people take you for shit. You need to learn how to be a boss, how to boss up. I mean, there should be causal relationship. Your staff should know how to love you, be around you, be comfortable around you, but know how to tell them, you know what, this is where I draw the line. Don't cross it. There are boundaries here. Don't try me. You cross me, I crush you. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not a mean boss. I'm a very lovable boss, but at the same time, I know where to draw the line. My staff, as they will always call me, Tini Boo, okay? I'll be laughing with you and I'll be giving you the pain that you need. If your clients, customers are not always right, okay? When a customer is rude or does something that is completely wrong or doesn't want to follow protocol, it is your right to put that person in their place, okay? Now, especially when you're running a business, you need to learn how to be sweet and also hard, okay? Sweet and hard at the same time. Like me, sometimes like, oh, you know what, I'm so sorry that we did this, but okay, we have to, you just have to give them a reason why you did that, but you're sorry at the same time, okay? So I do that a lot with my customers. I try to pamper them at the same time. I try to school them where they are wrong, and just find a balance around it. And when it comes to finances, you guys, learn not to run your business on credit. And even if you're going to do on credit, make sure there are certain contracts to it. Guys, my eyes don't see shege. I don't use lawyer for people tire, okay? So if I tell you that people know how to run businesses into debt, I will tell you for a fact that happens here a lot, okay? So for my business, I like to set up contracts every once in a while for people who want to do things on the debt level, okay? So that I know that whatever the case is, I'm getting my money back. And if worst come to worst, you take the right actions towards certain things. Never run your business on debt. I'm not gonna advise you, but in this part of the world, sometimes we just have to, because you have to sell. When clients come, learn how to welcome them with open hands, be sweet, be nice, all of that. And yeah, you'll be good. Once in a while, I try to check up on my clients as well, know how they are doing, do walk-arounds, just to be that sweet business partner. You get it? Yeah. Another thing is competition, guys. Forget this where they say, oh, don't look at what your neighbor is doing, my dear. Look at what your neighbor is doing, because that neighbor might just be getting it right, okay? Healthy competition is good. Have people who are in the same business line with you, but also try to get information on how they are evolving over time, all right, because your business will never remain in the same level year after year. Okay, so I like to look, oh, how much is this person charging for this service, how much is this person doing this, or what's this person doing, how can I improve. And always look out for your competitors. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you have no business with your competitors. Don't look at them, do your own thing, stay focused. I know all of that, but always look out for your competitors and know what they are doing to make sure that you're also on the right track. Okay, from time to time I like to also call people who are not even in the same state as me to get information from them. You have to move your business as the economy moves. Okay, I've even said this in one of my vlogs where people were arguing about how entrepreneurs were increasing their prices as the dollar was increasing. My dear, because when you want to go and restock, you're not restocking on the same price. Okay, I won't really say my business isn't a product business, because it's like a service and product business in a way. Okay, we also do certain supplies. I would say we're a service and product business to an extent. Make sure like you're moving as the economy is moving. As it's increasing, be increasing, my dear, because shock you that if you bought something at 30k and you're selling at 32,000 or 33,000, be rest assured that when you're going to restock, that thing might now be like 35k. Okay, so are you using your gain now to buy new products? You gotta be smart. So if they now tell you when you bought it at 30k, they're now selling at 35k, it means the old stock that you have, you need to now sell them at what rate? 38 or 39k, so that when you're going to the recent market to restock, you will not be at loss. Do you get what I mean? When it comes to the finances of your company, as a small business owner, I suggest that you learn to run your business or pay yourself monthly. I know because you own the business, you're like, oh, you can always take money out of it, blah, blah. No, learn to pay yourself salary. That's something that's really helped me, to be honest. Paying myself salary has helped me save up a lot for the business and also for myself. Okay, don't feel like you can always take money out of your business to do your personal stuff because you're the founder or the CEO or the director. Don't do that. Always learn to pay yourself salary at the end of every month and save the rest. Utilize social media. Okay, some of my clients that I got in recent time for other services, I got them based off Google and Instagram. Okay, so I created an Instagram page for my business. I also did for Facebook, but Facebook isn't doing so well. But for Instagram and Google, I've been able to get good amount of visibility from there. So you always utilize the use of social media. It is so important. Always utilize fairs, fun fairs, things that would just bring excitement to your business and attention to your business. Always do it. Okay, these are the few tips I can give for now. Yeah, as time goes on, I'll be dropping more gems once in a while. I know it's not so detailed, but I'm bringing hot tea. I'm going to plan this video proper very soon. Okay, with that being said, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, bye.